tales and ramblings of two men, their dream of running a successful food truck business, and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
Powered by Riverside.
Good morning, everybody. I would normally say good morning, Skippy, but I don't know where Skippy is at. Skippy is falling off the face of the earth. So it looks like it'll just be me. Good morning, Steve. How you doing? So hi, I'm not sure where Skippy is. He is not answering his phone or text messages. So we'll get rolling a little bit and see if he pops on. I'll continue to try to get a hold of him, but for right now, as Skippy likes to say, all Josh all the time. Unless somebody wants to hop on with me, be happy to have you guys. Steve, you want to hop on? Send you the link, bud. Let's see here. Sorry, everybody. A little bit weird. I'm trying to follow four things at once. Let's see if we can get Skippy on.
Hey, start without me for a second.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye. All right. Skippy will be with us in a second, apparently. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started with what has been going on this end of the state for me. It's been a busy week. Trailer reno is completed, which is good. Everything is back put together. Now we're just going through some additional deep cleaning. Good morning, Fran. Some additional deep cleaning of equipment. Now that everything's back in place, we can start to de-dust and declutter the inside of the trailer. Yeah, I have a reel over on my Facebook, kind of with that last update. But yeah, everything's good to go. Yeah, we're ready to roll. So just need to there's a couple small wares that we need to get back put into place, our cheese warmer and stuff like that have been scattered around between my garage and our storage unit, holding some of the stuff for our trailer. But yeah, we just got to restock it and we're ready to roll. So 4 weeks tomorrow is when we start, March 18th. Between that, the trailer reno, and then getting our schedule around. Yeah, it was a busy week. Lots of scheduling happening, lots of quotes going out, more open houses. People are reaching out to us on our new phone line, which is awesome. So I'm glad that is populated through. It's showing on Google now and our Facebook page. So glad that that's out there and being used instead of my cell phone number, because I really don't like answering my cell phone if I don't recognize the number. So hopefully this business number will help with that. Yeah, so that's, pretty much my week. This week's going to be another busy one. We kind of talked about it last week a little bit. Walk through a physical space. We were hoping to hear better on some funding issues, or some funding possibilities. That is still in the works. We're still working through that. Working with a lender, we are confident that we will be able to get funding. The problem that we had was they looked at the last 3 months of bank statements to make sure revenue is coming in. They use that as the trending data. Clearly, with us not being open, the trending data isn't great. So the only thing that hit our bank account the last 3 months has been deposits on catering for this year. So that, and our Super Bowl pre-orders, which isn't mind-blowing sales. So that obviously has made some people nervous. But our lender has said, let's wait 3 months, and kind of showing them history and stuff. They are feeling pretty confident. They just need to see the bank account for them to be comfortable with the loan. So yeah, it looks like hopefully we'll reapply in June. Skippy's back. I can't do this by myself. Not from the start. How are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm glad you're live.
For now.
Okay.
For now. Sunset our hands. I can't do. Oh, there we go.
The new one is, I don't know, however the new one is or something.
Stop throwing up gang signs. Anyway, where'd you leave off?
It was just kind of, I don't know. I have no idea. I kind of blacked out for a minute. I don't know that I said anything in the last minute. So,
good to hear. You know what? Here, you can't see it this way, but just be awesome.
Be awesome today.
Be awesome.
Thank you. I am awesome every day. No, I just kind of went through kind of where last week was for us. Not much going on, but we got the trailer cleaned and finished. Yeah, going through dedusting now.
Ooh. Probably a lot of that.
Yeah, everything was pretty filthy after we got everything moved in. Warming cabinet from like Super Bowl stuff like wasn't super well cleaned after each time or at the end of the year. So just disassembled the whole inside of that, which I recommend everybody does probably once a week because those things get pretty gross inside. But man, I hate aluminum pans. I hate aluminum pans so much.
Like pan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sheet pans that we use.
Mm-hmm.
Like they get that, and it's
film.
The oxid. Like I went online. I was like, what is this shit, and how can I get rid of it? It's just oxidation. Apparently, it's not harmful. Okay.
No, I was thinking about can you use the plastic baker's pans in there? Not like the thicker plastic ones.
Probably.
I mean, they're sheet pans.
I would imagine they would be harder to clean.
Yeah, I guess so.
And they would stain a lot easier.
Yeah.
Like we don't have food sitting directly on them, so I'm not super concerned. But like pulling them out and stuff, like on the edges, like it's like, so it's just a dust. So if you had just like even your disposable pans, you'll get it. If you wipe a wet paper towel through the bottom of them, your wet paper towel will be gray. 100%. Try it sometime. So it's just the oxidation process, and it's just a dust. Like the aluminum interacts with the oxygen, so it always happens. It's always happening. The problem that we have is, I was looking for guest host when I didn't hear back from you.
Oh,
Steve was the first one that said good morning.
Whoever says good morning, call in.
Yeah. He says, sorry, I was driving, just pulled into my full-time job. So yeah, the problem that we have is all the moisture. So the dust turns into not dust. And we get this weird.
Can I respond to your text and say hi?
Sure, absolutely. Hello. Yeah, so getting rid of that off the aluminum pans. I looked at stainless steel pans and replacing them.
Those are expensive.
I mean, yeah, but
that's me.
They hold up better. Yeah, I mean, if they hold up better and don't get weird sludgy stuff. And apparently there's some debate online whether or not you can actually go higher heat on aluminum and it be safe. Like half pans and stuff. Like, are you supposed to cook in them? The internet split, surprisingly.
You think the internet split because they don't use them? Oh, hey, my dog wants to say hi.
Hey, puppy.
This is my daughter's dog, Winnie.
Anyway. I don't know. I guess we would need some professional metal people to tell us. But yeah, roasting pans aren't the same as half pans because they're stainless steel versus.
I think doesn't. I mean, they have a like a temperature tolerance, don't they?
Yeah, we're not really cooking hot enough, I don't think, for it to be a problem.
No.
So, but as I'm looking to get rid of our disposable pans and go into all regular heavy duty pans, like, shit, do I need stainless steel or can I use aluminum? I don't know.
And we just want to do that just to get rid of.
Good morning, Jason.
Cost?
Yeah, I'm $2,000 a year just in half pans.
I've gone through a lot.
Yeah. You don't think about it when you're just buying them, but if you add up how many you go through, like it's $2,000 a year.
Speaking about professionals, because you spoke about professionals, like metal professionals.
Oh,
just
when did
a
I say
minute
that?
ago. I had some professionals stop by the shop the other day.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say hi to Bernie real quick. Good morning, sir.
How's that
Jason.
smoker working, Bernie?
Jason.
Scanlon.
Yeah, he got what is it, Humphreys?
Yeah, he got a Humphreys
That's all.
double wide, big thing,
Nice.
big guy.
Yeah.
Hope he understands those things aren't meant to be run every day. Hopefully he's not running them every day. Whoa, seizures.
Yeah. Something got moved on my desk, so my camera doesn't sit quite where it used to.
Did Matt get a little handsy with your desk? Did he?
No, he doesn't clean my desk.
Oh,
mostly because I'm usually sitting here while he's here. But...
or he's scared.
Yeah, that could be too.
Yeah. So I had some professional pit masters stop by, and
quotations.
Well,
on both those words.
So it was good to put name or a face with a name. So the grilling company, I'd never met him before, so that was good to. So I guess I should probably say who we had. We had some top fans of our podcast stop by. One. So we had Bubba, who we've had on the show before. We had Danny Bard from DB Smokehouse. Basically he's permanently parked somewhere. Has a food truck by his setup. Had the owner of K Block's Barbecue, Brian Knobloch, it's out in the east side of the state. We went there before. It was pretty good. We had, I forgot his name. Who's the owner of the grilling company?
I'm gonna say Rich.
The owner of the grilling company in
I'm pretty sure it's Rich.
South Grand Rapids?
No, North side.
North side.
Yep.
And then my very own co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, Joshua Enhanced Barbecue, stopped by, and it was a pleasure to serve everybody. Except mac and cheese. I completely forgot to make. Sitting there at 10:45, we're like, oh, did I forget to do something? I did forget to do something. There we go.
I'm gonna get to a couple comments, and I want to get back to
please.
All right.
No, Jason, no prizes were handed out.
Yeah, he was looking for prizes on my reel too. Justin says aluminum has a low melting point, like 650 degrees or so. They can melt if you get it that hot. I've seen one melt at a turkey fry before. That pot was empty over a ripping burner, though.
Interrupt real quick. We used to, in our offset outlaws, we used to put a full pan underneath the fire basket to catch the ashes. I've seen holes in that pretty easy. You don't realize that there's going to be a hole when when something stop, a little nugget of charcoal.
Yeah, it's weird how they make those steel now. Those ones that they catch.
Great. Anyway.
Yeah. And then Jason says, haven't used either smoker yet. Got an extended double wide and a Beast Plus. Actually dropping the trailer to get custom exhaust put on them for the trailer today and some other trailer work. Humphreys can be run every day. They have several restaurants that use them as their main smokers.
Good
morning, Chance.
So I don't
know where you are.
So I would, based off what Josh has gone through with his. Now, granted, Josh, a gravity fed is more like a blast furnace, so it is definitely going to be hot in there for sure. I'm almost wondering if the bottom of that, where all the lit charcoal is, should be like fire brick, and then like a stew, a steel tube on top of that. But
it should probably be built more like a
blast furnace.
Yeah,
like all fire brick around it, and then anyway, so
either that or you need a convection fan to pull the heat out so it doesn't have to burn as hot.
Oh, that could be true.
So if you get some sort of fan on the end of that tube, the heat transfer tube, to pull the heat through, I don't think it needs to get as hot in there.
You'll just go through more charcoal.
Would you? Because you're not going to be burning it as often, so the fan's not going to kick on as
Oh,
often.
would you you just put the fan on the inside? I was thinking put the fan on the exhaust and kind of pull, like I do a force
No.
draft.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it I think you do it at the end of the heat transfer. I don't know, because then you're going to cool off the air. I don't know.
So
There's got to be some way to make that better.
Jason, I would definitely just make sure you watch your fire basket because you'll probably have to change out the expanded metal unless they built you a stainless steel one. Then that'll probably last you for a while. And then the water pan, assuming you use one, um, that heat's just gonna roast that water pan. But good luck. Nicole and Chad Humphrey are great people.
But hey, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
I can't wait until we have a listener meet up and Jason just punches you right in the face.
After he gets his quote unquote prize, though.
Yeah. Jason says, I have a Mixin RFG 60 and that thing rotted out. Compare the two manufacturers. The Humphreys is a much better build quality than the Mixin. The internals look much better.
Interesting. Oh. Yeah, I would say Mixin went more commercialized for sure. Stuff from China.
And hey, I mean, those that get like Traegers and stuff, like the Traeger you get from Home Depot is not the same Traeger you get from the website.
Traeger, yeah.
Yeah, which is why they are different prices.
Yeah.
There is one made for the masses that is that's like half as thick, all that metal is, versus the ones you get. Because, yeah, I mean, when we were starting out with our little cabinet smokers that I got from Menards, was our first 3 contests, I think, using those. They were $60 a piece.
Speaking of Menards, I went there the other day and they had. You should see the new Pit Bosses. Pit Bosses is. I mean, they're upgrading pretty heavily.
Yeah.
But their lids are very, very heavy.
Oh yeah.
And then I just saw a video for Old Country barbecue pits down in. You can get them at Academy Sports. Mm-hmm. They now offered a fully insulated offset. The door has like springs on it, like on the outside. Yeah. So when you pick it up, it like compresses the springs. But yeah, it's fully insulated offset. I'm like,
Yeah, nope. These will be great for everyday backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Schmo. They're just trying to sell what's popular.
They're trying to sell what's popular.
I had a Pit Boss cabinet.
I remember.
It worked pretty good. I just used it for home stuff because if I wanted to do like a pork butt, the problem we had was temperature maintenance. Like it would overshoot all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just got to watch them. And for me, if I'm going to have something like that where it's a pellet smoker that's all automated, I don't want to have to fucking watch it. I want to leave it for 8 hours and not have to worry about it. So I have more confidence in my smoker, with just filling it with charcoal and just let it roll. So, yeah. Anyways.
Anyway,
so back to our visit.
Yeah, it was really cool to see you guys, and I really definitely appreciate you all coming.
It's a nice space. Yeah, it's a really nice space. I expected you to have more kitchen space for whatever reason.
Okay.
Just for I don't know. I don't know why I thought that, but
if I had the smoker in there, then I would absolutely want more kitchen space because it would be really tight. But
yeah, food was pretty good.
Pretty fair.
I said it while we were there. I'll say it again. The rib was spot on. I would eat in a half rack of those.
Well, thank you.
So, 100%. Yeah, I'd get those every time.
And that was my own rub.
Nice.
Well, technically it's Bubba's rub, but whatever. We won't go there. I did more sugar to it. Hey, speaking of rubs,
Bubba's on, by the way. He said the kitchen is huge. We have different measurements of huge.
So for what we use it for, though, I think it. I mean, I think it works out good.
Mm-hmm.
I prep everything in the middle, but I think it works out for what we need it for, I guess.
I understand 100%, but yeah, the fact that you don't have a ton of storage space,
True that.
So
I was going to find a storage unit near me, but it's not looking good.
Yeah. So yeah, between that, and then if you need to put another fridge in there, I know you're not going to be running the truck every day, but yeah, you get walking and rolling, dude. It's crazy how fast a 3-door fridge can fill.
Yeah.
We've filled ours during our season.
Yeah.
Especially if we get busy with catering, it's like a lot of chicken. So we have cases of chicken in there, and they just take up so much space. So yeah, I'm just, as long as it's working for you, that's all that matters. But yeah,
I think there's more opportunity for me to, yeah, I actually have a bottom, like a worktop fridge that's in that office that I could always use if I needed to. But yeah, so Wednesday we have a catering gig, and then Saturday and Sunday is our first food truck event, assuming weather holds out. I don't like to take the trailer out if it's less than freezing temperatures out. And it's supposed to be like 27 with a low of 13. But last year we did really good.
Justin says everyone wants a huge kitchen until you have to clean it.
Oh,
I don't.
So Pam, who works with me, my Pam.
Your Pam.
You're my Pam. She works at.
Can't let me have anything, can you?
No. All right, I won't say that. So my Pam works with me in the afternoon. She works at the coffee shop, then comes over at 3. The girl doesn't sit down. She doesn't stop. She cleans. She just does everything. I can honestly say that if she would work with me full time, she could do everything Chris does, and probably lap Chris. I'm lucky to have her, she knows that she can make more money with me than working over there. But I told the owners, like, I'm not here to steal your employees, so they've allowed her to. They've scheduled her enough where she could work for me on the weekend, like Saturday and Sunday, if necessary.
Well, there's your challenge, Chris.
Yeah.
Skippy just called you out, calling you lazy.
I don't believe I called him lazy. I said that I think Pam could walk circles around him. Now, I had my girl Amber work with me on Saturday. She's used to the food truck, and she's used to using her hand. So
method, yep.
She's like, I hate these portion spoons. I said, I completely understand that, but we have to do this. She's like, you don't do this on the food truck. Oh, you don't do that on the food truck. I said, I understand. The health department can walk in here anytime. So we might be a little lax on the food truck, but we're not going to be lax here. And we're going to hold on. And so we're going to take all the stuff that we've learned from the kitchen and transform it to the food truck. So there'll be portion spoons. There'll be, yes, everything will be the same, uniform, with the exception of the menu.
Good job. What do you have all over your sleeve?
I don't know. I'm oblivious, so I don't know.
Good. I'm glad that you're going to carry that over.
Yeah.
You've seen the value of the portion spoons.
Yes. Because we are not going, so this past week I bought, like, my bill total between Gordon's, Restaurant Depot, and Sam's was $2,000 for the week. So I'm like, okay, I need
week plus though.
Week plus, I still have stuff.
Yeah. So you got disposables and stuff, yeah.
There was other stuff in there, but so the goal is to do 3 times that, and I definitely did not do 3 times that.
Well, that puts you over $1,000 a day then. So,
yeah, it was a very
because you're only open 4 days a week.
4 days a week, yes.
4 days. Is that why you are considering Sundays?
Yes, we did. The other thing is, so I went in yesterday because the owner of the cafe said, "Hey, your canopy is covered with snow, so you might want to go in there and knock the snow off."
Or he could have just knocked the snow off for you.
Well, he sent me a picture of his camera, So he was at home. He was at home. Anyway, so I went out and did that, and I did our inventory, and I don't have to. I mean, inventory every week is pork and brisket. We know that.
Mhm.
But I have the capacity to be able to buy cases of stuff to where if I don't use it, it can still sit in the fridge. I don't have to worry about it like using right away.
Right.
I'm really taking into consideration the pack dates of everything. The guy at Restaurant Depot told me that it's their thing is they'll mark it down for discount and then throw it away or donate or whatever they do at 30 days. So they've been told by manufacturers that as long as it's cryovac and stays cryovac, it's good for 30 days
Okay.
in the fridge by itself. So I'm trying to get chicken out obviously faster than that because that's not cryovac. But
Yeah, I think GFS has it listed as 28 days,
yeah,
but I'm going to guess that's from kill date, not from the
yes,
day you buy. And that's what people don't. Just because it's good for 28 days, that doesn't mean you can pick it up from the store
yeah,
and then
that
start
would
your
be good.
28 days. Yeah.
So I'm
a week.
tr-
I get chicken from GFS. I'm getting rid of it in a week, or I'm tossing it.
yeah. So I have like a handful of chicken quarters left that I'm going to use for Sunday or for not Sunday, but for Wednesday. We're just going to run that as a special so I can cook them. Then we're going to toss them. I did find out something interesting from Sam's. So they had a whole bunch of brisket flats marked
Mm-hmm.
down to like 25% off or whatever. And we all know brisket flats are like $8 a pound, $7 a pound, something like that. And I said, "Hey, what do you do with those if nobody buys them?" He's like, "We donate them." I'm like, "You donate them?" He's like, "Yeah, guy comes in here and we donate them."
Can I get on the list?
Well, that's what I said. I said, like all your meat? He's like, "Yeah, imagine." He's like, "Do you really think the shelters or wherever this guy is going drops off tomahawk steaks or do you think he takes them home?" I'm like, "Oh, he'd probably take them home."
Yeah.
But like I was thinking, I'm like, because I told the guy, I'm like, "Hey, instead of donating them, because I assume they get obviously a write off or whatever for
Right.
it, but I'm like, mark it down to 50%. I'll take it off your hands. I'll cook
I'll buy it at cost. Yeah. What's your cost? And
Yeah.
I'll that way you guys aren't losing. They're not losing money on it. But
I'm like, I'll figure out how to cook some brisket flats. No big deal. We'll figure it out. It's the same thing.
I mean, worst
So,
case, grind it up and use it for your burger.
yeah.
Of course, then you'd have to start grinding.
And I have to start grinding meat.
Meat grinders are easy though. Piece of cake.
They are. I would love to take. So our friend Bubba here is having a class. If you're in and around the Michigan area, maybe tri-state area, March 15th, Bubba at K Block's Barbecue is
The
having
tri-state area.
yeah tri-state, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio.
Oh, all right.
Isn't that right?
I don't know.
You don't call
I
it
don't know
that?
that I'd never heard it referred to that. Maybe that's a South Michigan thing.
I mean, you're not much northern than me. I mean, you're a little.
I know, but
northern
I mean, you're a half an hour from the border.
of each.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
So it makes more sense for you guys down there, where you're literally 20 minutes from three states.
I honestly don't think I've heard it said that way either, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I made it up. Maybe I coined it. Whatever. Anyway, so anybody from Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, that's closer to the Michigan side, our friend Bubba here at Bubba's Barbecue is having a sausage making class at K Block's Barbecue in Washington Township, I believe is where it is. It's like $50, a couple hours. I'd love to go, but I have a food truck in that day. But I think I would love to learn it. Like how to, like how to, he does Frito pie sausage. I would love to try that. That'd be kind of neat. But everybody seemed to like the sausage that I served them. Couldn't believe where, and then nobody could believe where I got it from either.
The texture was a little softer than I expected for sausage, if that makes sense.
Softer.
So it was almost like a finer grind.
Oh.
On the sausage when they grind whatever they use for it.
Okay.
So it was that's all. I mean, it was still good. I was surprised, just based on because like the stuff we use, the Green Ridge Farms, has a more of a chew to it. It's not chewy, but it's.
Is it more of like a
firmer
kielbasa
sausage
texture?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just a firmer sausage.
Restaurant Depot, or so you get that stuff at Gordon's, right? It's like
Mhm.
$10 for what, 8 of them or something like that.
Yeah, I'm switching.
So
Not to what you're using, but they got a different product that I'm gonna try.
so you don't have a Restaurant Depot by you though.
No.
Damn it. Well, you
Nope.
should have me buy it for you. And anyway, so I think they sell it like 8 for $10 or whatever. Restaurant
Yep.
Depot sells them in a 2-pack for like $7.99. So double the
2-pack.
size.
Okay.
Sorry, double the size. So like 18 of them or something like that for
Mhm.
like $7 or $8.
Really?
Yeah. And they have all different kinds of like that brand. They have like a Black
Mhm.
Forest chicken. They have an andouille. They have um, a spinach and feta or something like that, or sun-dried tomato and feta or something like that.
That's really good. I've had the spinach. This looks like a chicken and spinach, and I get those every
Yeah.
once in a while just for myself. They're really good. That's crazy that they're that much cheaper.
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely crazy.
And GFS is really good on their pricing on some things, and there are some things that, like, I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago. It's like airport pricing in there. Like,
Ugh.
like they know you're already there, so we're gonna get a couple of these other items and jack up the price on them to make up for us having lower prices on pork or whatever, which isn't even that low. But interesting. Yeah, we don't have any restaurant, grocery store places outside of GFS over here. That's it for us. So I was bummed to see also that Costco is putting their first business place on that side of the state.
They did, yeah. So
Yeah.
I looked it up.
So annoyed.
So you can, for anybody familiar with Costco, you know that Costco's app sucks.
Mhm.
Like you can't look up anything like really
Nope.
good. The business center though, you can look up everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Bunch of bullshit.
So it's in Southfield, which is probably like an hour and 20 minutes from me. I did want to go, but their prices aren't much different.
Yeah. And when you get to commodity stuff, I expect everybody to be pretty close. But I mean, when you're talking 10 cents a pound on 400 pounds of meat, I mean, now you're talking $40 that you're going to save.
Yeah.
Right?
It's I mean, yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah, so you save where you can, and that adds up over the course of a year. I mean, if you're doing that every week, now you're talking, you know, $1,000. So, are you distracted? What are you
No,
doing?
I'm sharing my screen.
Oh,
So this is brisket at Costco Business Center.
hmm
So you got Prime at $4.99 a pound, and that's the case price because it says 14.
yeah.
Because you're buying it by the weight, and so it's an average of 14-pound weight. And then commodity U.S. Choice commodity beef 18 pounds.
Yep.
And then pork.
Well, I'm curious. I almost want to go to Costco now because I was pretty sure the last time I was there a couple weeks ago, Super Bowl ish time, we were
Yeah.
$4.79 for choice.
Huh? So our Sam's is $4.29 for choice and $4.79 for Prime.
Mhm.
So you got no Costco's that I've ever been to has bone-in butts.
Nope.
So here's your bone. The boneless is only 10 cents more expensive.
I really don't care for the double packs, so
I'm not
I
a
wish they
fan
would
of
do
them.
away. I wish they would do away with them. There's so many times where I get one giant butt in there, and the other one is like this wide.
Yeah, and
It's like,
super small.
yeah, it's like it's such a pain in the ass to cook it.
So here's your ribs.
Mm-hmm.
So at $2.49 a pound, it's not bad.
Nope.
And then your spares are $2.89 a pound, which is actually a pretty good price.
I think we're at 270. Last I checked at GFS was like 279. I just went through a whole bunch of my food cost stuff this year. We had a pretty big jump on tortillas.
But your chicken thighs has gone down amazingly.
No.
Like I told Bubba actually a couple weeks ago that they were $100 a case or $3 a pound, because Sam's right now case price for 40 pounds of chicken is $3.48 a pound. We can get it at Gordon's and Restaurant Depot at the same price at $62 a 40-pound case.
Okay.
And it hasn't been that low in a long time. Like,
And that's what you're using for your shredded chicken?
Correct.
Okay.
But
flavor was good. It was just a smidge dry, but other than that, it was good.
I leave as much juice in there as possible. And honestly,
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I'll say it. I cook it for 2 hours, and it's after 2 hours, I know it's going to be done. I could probably do an hour and a half, but I cook it for 2 just to make sure. But I just dump the pan in the pan with all the juice in it. So hoping that's good. Would you like to try some gochujang spam?
I'm sorry, what?
Gochujang spam?
No, I don't know what that is.
Gochujang? It's like a Korean, basically it's like a Korean chili paste.
Oh, no thanks.
Spam.
Spam's not bad.
I've never had spam.
Never?
Never.
Let's see here. Frozen fresh. Let's see. I'm looking for spare ribs right now at Costco. Packer label. 3 bags, so 9 in a case, $2.19 a pound.
Okay. Spares?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, full spare. Yeah, full spares.
Full spares. Okay.
Yep.
Not St. Louis.
Swift St. Louis are $3 a pound, $2.99.
Yeah, so I get them.
Let me find the.
I get Restaurant Depot ones, and they're 307 by under 40 pounds. Over 40 pounds, they're 285 or something like that.
Okay.
I may start doing full spares just so I can do
individually wrapped St. Louis ribs from Chicago Meat Authority.
No, don't. No.
$4.89 a pound.
And they are horrible.
Oh my god.
Horrible. They are that thin. That thin. They take them from mini piggies.
Mini piggies.
So we did the Dark Horse Brewery Spring Smoke Off, and they provide all the meat as part of your entry fee. And they provided choice briskets, which were all about 15 pounds a piece, all pretty good. But they supplied those ribs, the Chicago Meat Authority ribs. Oh my God, they were bad. They were just so thin. There was no meat on the bones at all. It was just so gross. Anyway, so going back to this week, we did around 4. We're still averaging our 40 sales a day though, which is I'm happy with. I think 40 sales a day. I think that's for the 7 hours that we're open, 11 to 6. I think it's pretty good. We get a bunch of people in from like 12 to 2, and then nobody from like 2 to 4, and 4 to 6.
I mean, that's normal though. That's normal restaurant stuff.
Yeah.
No matter where you're at, you know. Shit, when I was in McDonald's in Lansing, which was like top 3 busiest McDonald's in the state, we ran that place with 4 people from 2 to 4, you know, which was pretty light back in the day. Now it's normal for lunch restaurants to only be run with 4 people, but yeah, I mean, I think that's normal anywhere. It's not a normal time for people to eat. So you get some stragglers. I was surprised that you were alone when we got there, and they weren't going to have anybody until the evening.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Okay. Now Thursday I would understand, because you said Thursday was your slow day of the week, typically.
Yeah, Thursday. Actually, this Thursday was our best Thursday that we had. We almost cracked 1,000.
Excellent. So I'm sorry, you might have said it and I might have missed it. What was your sales for the week?
45.95.
Okay.
145 transactions. 87% credit card, 13% cash. This is what I'm starting to like. So total customers, 104 total customers, 39 returning customers. So there are people coming back, which makes me feel good. Average visits per customer, 1.1. Average spent per visit, 40.62. And then no feedback online. But our top selling, and I think I told you about it. Our top selling thing is a 2-meat plate. Our sandwiches aren't selling worth a crap.
It'll come around.
Yeah.
Probably.
Actually, so barbecue plates was our top selling category this week. Sandwiches was number 2. I don't know what uncategorized is. I have to look at that. Ribs were number 4. This is actually the first time that we actually had to throw ribs out. Hurt. But yeah, other than that, yesterday I sent out 4 wedding invoices. People are just, so we're going to do a tasting. I'm going to announce it on Facebook, but you charge $20 a head. A head or a couple?
A head.
So we're going to do it with, the cafe is going to be a part of it. We're inviting a DJ and a sweets person.
Okay.
Person does like wedding cakes or cupcakes or something like that. So I think with all that, I think we're going to do like 45 a head. Does that sound too expensive for a tasting?
Yes. Because now you're almost at like a wedding show. Now that you have multiple vendors and stuff like that. So the only reason I charged is because we had to rent space.
Okay. Yeah.
So if we had our own space, I would do one of those, every a couple times a year, or once a month or something like that, and not charge anything.
Okay.
Just because, it's if we're open, like I don't charge people in the summer to come up to the truck and get food if they're interested in wedding. We do free tastings that way all the time. The only reason we charged was to help cover the cost of the room.
Okay.
And some of the food, just because
But
because we're not open.
But you cooked everything that's on your catering menu.
Yeah. Yep.
And how much? And you were not. You were trying to get rid of everything, so you weren't concerned about plate sizes or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I would still do tickets just so you have a good head count.
Used Eventbrite.
I did, and it's free.
Yeah.
If you want, I don't know. Charging for a tasting is weird to me. But like you said, you're going to have multiple vendors.
So I was thinking. Honestly, I was thinking about charging the DJ to be there because it's actually a DJ that runs a bunch of wedding shows. So it's kind of, but he also runs it. He doesn't have a booth set up there.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about charging him because he charges us like $350 to go to his wedding shows. But I'm like, we could charge him $100. The sweets girl, we're thinking like her cost is like $15. Mine would be 20, and the coffee shop is 5. That's where I was getting like.
Why 20? Is that just to cover your food?
Pretty much.
Okay. Justin says they do $50 up to 4 people. So if it's one person,
$50 per ticket for up to 4 people.
Up to 4 people. Yep. So any 3 menu items, they're going to do an open tasting this summer in a brewery, $10 tickets. So, but for them, they do one, just based on what I saw from your video, Justin. You can correct me if I am way off, but it looks like they do a taste like one family at a time. So they're not doing something where everybody's coming in at the same time. So it's it's very one table. It's like a Memphis Barbecue Network. It's a show. So they do the whole show type of thing for the one family. Does that make sense? versus
Yes.
what we did was they have the nice table set up with the silverware and everything, and it's more of a show for the one family versus what I did was just let people come in and casually talk amongst themselves and have access to food and stuff. So there's lots of different ways you can do it. I don't know if I was doing one family at a time, then I'd definitely charging, especially on a day that we're not open.
Yeah, so we're gonna do it on a Saturday, basically after we close. It'll be kind of be invite only kind of thing.
So here's where I am at. You're already gonna have the food.
Yeah, probably.
It's not like you're cooking 2 briskets and 3 extra pork butts.
No.
On a day you don't already have food. So, and that's kind of where we're at with if having somebody do the truck to try food. It's like it's like $3 that I'm out with their little samples of everything. It's like, I don't need to charge you. And for the most part, we have a pretty good hit rate on booking from that point.
Yeah,
So, it's the cost of booking.
People are reaching out like crazy. I had 4 or 5 emails just yesterday, which is great. I'm overly excited about it. I just got one this morning from one that we do every year. So,
and then Justin says, and that's what we did. So if they booked with us, we credited their ticket sales towards the invoice.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
And you would
do
sure. So. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. That's why I kind of wanted to make it like worthwhile for people to come to where even if I've had so many people book us that haven't even tried food.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird.
We get a few of those.
And to me, that's weird. Like, so I offer them a discount every time they come up, try something different or, whatever. So I'm actually hoping that even people with, that have already booked us will still come.
We had one of those.
We can have people, or they can taste exactly what they want.
Yep.
And narrow down their menu or maybe make changes if they have to.
Yeah, we had one person that already had a deposit down, but they wanted to taste. They wanted to be able to taste everything because they had only had a few of the items when they came up to the truck. Those aren't all things that we carry daily. So like our green beans and stuff like that. So they had already paid a deposit. They came and tried food, and they actually changed their menu after they had the tasting. So
so I think we're gonna March 22nd. I think is when we're gonna do it.
Cool.
It's earlier in the year. Did you just do it for weddings, or was it at like any type of private event? So like
anybody,
open house or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we had 2 open houses and 3 weddings there, I think is what it. And then one was just one of our customers that came and got food.
So, okay, that's where I was going with this. So, dumb question. They paid the $20 obviously to get in. They're not having any type of like, do you care? They're not having any type of event now.
There's your other, why you charge thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to put it out there as a public event, because there's no other way to do it, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you have a database of people getting married.
True.
So
kind of cool if we did.
Yeah, if you don't charge at all, then anybody walks in and say, yeah, we're getting married. Where's my free lunch? And then you never hear from them again. So I think there's merits. To me, 40 seems high, but if for that $40
for 3 vendors.
That's the thing. So if with that $45, if I'm getting a barbecue meal, I'm getting a dessert, and I'm getting some drinks out of it, then yeah.
So they're gonna do a coffee flight, and she's gonna do like cupcakes based off of, and then have a couple decoration cakes or something like that. So okay, all right, gives me something to think about too. We're gonna announce it this week, so should be good.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was good to have you guys there, going back to what we were originally saying. Thanks for...
Yeah.
I was always part of those trips. I never once imagined that anybody would be part of a trip to come see me. So
this is the first time I've been invited.
It's kind of an honor. Kind of an honor. Anyway.
You know what they say. If you can't... No, never.
You can't what? I'm waiting.
Here's to honor.
Oh.
If you can't come in, there's some honor. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anyway, what's going on over there?
Here's to the tall ships that sail in the sea. Here's to the airships that fly through the whatever. And here's to the best ships. And those are the friendships and whatever. That was the T-Mac toast
That
he
that
always
was.
did. Yep.
And then the one you heard off of Pitmasters was the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Whoever gets there first eats the most.
Yep. Yeah, so
What'd
yeah, it
you
was good to see you. It was good to look around and kind of see how you had things laid out. And as we trudge
do you like the
forward,
dining room?
Yeah, I think it's nice. I told you I like the mixed mass tables and hi Lauren. The chairs not all being the same. I think it's a very homey type of feel. I don't mind it at all.
Do you think there needs to be more non-family style seating?
No.
I mean, because that's what I posted originally was like, hey, we have plenty of seating. You might just need to, share a table or pull up like Mima's house, or it's like a dinner at Grandma's
Great.
house.
So as I was looking through stuff as we move forward, other physical potential space, just kind of trying to get a price list together, and we get to what are we going to do for dining room tables, chairs, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't mind like long picnic tables, those long family dining tables.
Oh yeah,
Don't bother me at all.
Nope.
With people sharing tables,
don't bother. Nope, I'm good with that.
Fran says a way for neighbors to meet up and chat over good food. Yeah, I mean,
or to make new neighbors.
Yeah, especially in a setting where you don't have wait staff. Where you're ordering and sitting down.
Yeah,
Where it doesn't get awkward or disjointed with someone trying to go to a table to take an order type of thing. I think it works great. I think I really liked it. I thought it was very quaint. I thought it was very homey and very comfortable in there.
thanks.
So, not that you had anything to do with
Nope.
any of that, but
No.
Justin says he hates it. He hates that kind of style. He wants his two top and don't want to talk to anybody else.
Yeah, and I don't. I mean, we have a couple of those, so and they work out pretty good. I only have 6 sauce caddies, so it's kind of like trying to figure that part out.
A first time commenter, I'm assuming on the YouTube. Welcome, Redbeard's Kitchen.
Oh, hey, Redbeard.
Skippy, when you first opened, did you do a soft opening? How many plates did you plan to serve for the very first open to the public day? I'm assuming you're talking about his physical space and not the food truck.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, Redbeard, let me know, or we can touch base on both. So, did you do a soft opening for the cafe, Skippy?
We did do a soft opening, and it was very, very soft.
Very flaccid.
Very, very. I honestly had no idea what to expect.
This segment brought to you by Rose Sparks. Put the spark back in your rib.
I had no idea what to expect, and I did. I invited 30 or so people from all walks of like what
yours was more of a friends and family type of night.
No. Well,
okay.
Because I did not invite any friends or family, to be honest with you.
But it was invite only.
Correct. It was invite only. Yeah. I invited people that have spent money with us, caterings that we've done, mm-hmm. weddings. And there was a specific reason why I did that. They've already spent money with us. So I would assume inviting them, they'd be under, if I invited friends and family, I would feel they had the obligation, or they thought they would have an obligation to spend money. I know the local restaurant down the street that just opened, mm-hmm. They did a friends and family night and just gave away the house. They had a cash mm-hmm. bar, but gave away the house.
Yep.
I kind of did the opposite. I gave away, pops and water and stuff like that, but they bought whatever meal they wanted. So I felt more comfortable supporting the people that have supported us as far as commercially, not friends and family. Mm-hmm. If I would have planned it better, I might have had a friends and family day, but listen, I hadn't worked in 2 months. So I kind of need to make money. Just to be absolutely honest with you, Redbeard. Yep. And cheers, I have a Redbeard too. So great guy.
So you didn't do any sort of soft opening for the truck either, right?
No. We just
ready to go.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we were pretty much the same.
Well, except for that, I mean, you did a hard opening. You cooked cases and cases of food
Yeah.
and hope for the best and got the worst.
Yeah. Well, the really bad part is we had cases of food for 2 days.
Yeah.
So we get to the second day, it was like, well, we probably aren't going to sell it, but we got to cook it at this point. So yeah, we did a lot of food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oops. Yeah.
you learn. So
That was the first day I cried on the trailer.
Well, so I talked about Pam earlier, right?
Mhm.
And so when we had that pan of brisket fall out of the warmer, yeah, insert Silver Lake brisket jokes now.
Mhm.
I didn't kick it. Don't worry. She's like, I can't believe you just threw it away. And I'm like, it's the cost of doing business. And she's like, that's the cost of doing business? I'm like, yeah. It's already bought. It's already spent. Unfortunately, we couldn't sell it. It's cost of doing business. Oh my God. How much did you lose on that? I said, I lost my life, but that's fine. No big deal. I lost a night of sleep because I dropped brisket on the ground.
Right.
Again.
But in reality, you lost $75.
I lost $75. Oh yeah, $75 a product, $300 worth of sales.
Yeah. Potential sales.
Well, we were telling people
It's-
we're out of
it's
brisket,
all-
so
It's always potential sales. You never know.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say we lost $300 in sales. That's what I'm gonna stick to that.
Redbeard said, "Awesome. I'm hopefully opening my truck in March. He has his health department inspection on Friday. Good luck.
Woo!
Where are you at, Redbeard?
Scotland.
I
What?
are
Pirate?
No, I don't know.
The pirate.
Yeah, pirates came from Scotland. Yes, Vikings became pirates. It's fact.
Vikings didn't come from Scotland. Vikings came from Norway,
All of the
Sweden,
above.
and
Iceland.
Sweden.
Iceland had plenty of Vikings.
Greenland too.
Bristol, Tennessee. Well, good luck.
Hey, is
Why
that
aren't you
South?
open yet?
Is that South of Justin?
I-
We're gonna figure out if that's South. That might be our farthest away listener. You might get a prize that Josh has to pick
You stop
Jason.
giving away prizes
From-
you don't
from-
intend to give.
from Jason. From Jason.
Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Lauren says, what do you guys think about anniversary celebrations?
Well, I just did a Valentine's Day meal.
No, like your business anniversaries. Lauren, are you coming up on 10 years this year? I think that's right.
I love how you're asking her and you're waiting for her to type.
Yeah, I was like, she said yes.
10 years.
I've really wanted to do one. I have not been able to figure out how I want to do it though. It's hard on a truck.
Last year we did. Last year we combined our anniversary with the local brewery's anniversary.
So what'd you do for it? You were open.
We set up. They were throwing a major party for their anniversary celebration, so we just
So you just hopped on board. Their
absolutely.
Okay.
Shit, I didn't have to plan for. I don't have the 15,000 followers that you do.
What's that have to do with anything? She tried a slider eating contest on their first anniversary, but timing was wrong on her part. I think we did a giveaway.
We did
couple
giveaways
years
on our second one.
Yeah, we did a giveaway a couple years ago. I think
Or
I
no,
completely dropped the ball last year. I don't know what was going on in July for us. Oh, I think we were in the UP for our anniversary last year.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was part of the problem, that the timing was way off. And yeah, we could have just delayed whatever we were doing, but I've had thoughts of let's run our original menu prices for that day.
We're gonna do save $1.
Just fucking give away food.
What are you gonna
I
do?
think
Save $1?
I think our loaded mac was $4 cheaper that day when we first opened. Yeah, I think we were doing brisket loaded macs for like $12.
So, have you thought about doing an employee appreciation day and all sales go to your employees?
No.
The coffee shop did that, and like the local pizzeria around here, that's a huge one, does all that. They did 25 grand in sales that day, and split it between all their employees.
No.
Do you hear that, Chris and Caleb? You're not valuable. Pam too.
Good God.
You're not worth a day of sales.
Ask Chris when the last paycheck he got was.
Last week, probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ask him when the last time he worked was.
2 weeks ago.
But yeah, for 3 hours.
Hey, that's your problem. Could have staffed him for a
Nope.
total 8.
Don't tell me he's not valued. He knows he's valued.
He's got 2 storage units he could clean out. Sorry.
Lauren said she thought about throwback pricing, and she says no to the employee sales day thing.
I don't have
Yeah, I don't know.
employees to do that with, so I can't do it.
We've done end of year stuff for our customers. Like we gave away a PS5 one year, you know, just because as an appreciation type thing for our people and to get people to the truck late in the year. But I don't know. I think giveaways are the easiest way to go. You know, cupcakes, get some cupcakes made for the day or something like that. There's especially in Grand Rapids, I know there's plenty of bakers that could crank out 6-7 dozen cupcakes. You know, you can give one to everybody that comes and gets an order or whatever. And that's, I mean, you're going to get that for relatively cheap. But yeah, I like the idea of throwback pricing. I mean, some of my favorite days to work at McDonald's were their $29.39 or $39.49 days.
Oh,
Where you're
I
getting
remember.
39-cent
remember one of
hamburgers,
those
49-cent cheeseburgers. Yeah, I mean, working those days, I loved working those days. 2 for 2 Big Mac day, it was chaos, and it was awesome. Shredded lettuce flying everywhere, making 30 Big Macs at a time. Yeah, that kind of pricing is fun. Maybe we do a 2 for something kind of day that day, or all specials. It's a whole special menu, maybe for the day. I don't know. At what point does it deter people from coming versus helping people to come?
Get special at Sweet Racks and Smoking Butts.
Everybody's special here.
Do you, squirrel moment, do you still say
Okay.
your whole name?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wondering. Because you have a long name. I didn't
Our
know if
customers don't always say the whole thing, but there are restaurants out there with Sweet Racks that are Sweet Racks barbecue.
Yeah.
There's another, which is why we had to add on and Smoking Butts. When we first started barbecue, our first however many years until KCBS updated the website and told us we had to change our name, we were just Sweet Racks for 2 years. And then they did some sort of audit or update when we renewed, and they said, yeah, you can't have that name. Somebody already has that name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kendra something or other in Ohio.
So yeah, then we added on the and Smoking Butts. You know, we've thought about just going down to initials and SRSB, but that doesn't roll. You know, it's not a good set of initials. But yeah, we'll answer to anything. But yeah, when we answer the phone, it's always Sweet Racks and Smoking Butts. Emails are all Sweet Racks and Smoking Butts. So, yep.
I just asking.
Yeah, it's a long name. It's a long email address.
Where do you want to go tonight? I want to go get some of that Butts barbecue.
Yep, we've been called all of it. So
Racks and Butts.
So I just found your podcast a few days ago. Yes.
Thank you for finding our podcast a few days ago.
Yeah. I want to do something this year since we missed last year. Maybe we do some shirts. You know, we get 20 shirts or something like that made and hand those out at random.
I'm getting ideas. What shirts are you gonna do? I love you, Josh.
Uh-huh. No, it's a great idea. You should do it. I think it's not like we came up with it, the whole around the menu thing.
Well, if you remember, I was doing what was my idea was just the special menu.
Yeah.
I was going to get a T-shirt just for the special menu part of it, but I never end up getting that part done.
Yeah, it's hard for us because we do so many one-off specials. Like we'll do a special
Yeah.
one day and then never do it again.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're at.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we will this year. We'll do a cake doesn't work. It would have to be cupcakes, just so we don't have to manage cake. But I don't even know where are we at. Do we have that day scheduled yet?
So I had my first double or accidental double booking of the year comp.
There is no more accidental bookings. Do them both.
I can't because there's a problem here. So we did a robotics competition last year, and we only did it like one day. And I didn't see the email that it was for 2 days this year, Friday or Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
And so we got picked up for our local Flavor Fruit Farm on Sunday for a Shamrock Festival. So, yeah, we gotta figure out what to do.
Oh, hey, Lauren, while I got you, what do you think about Irish off Ionia now this year? Because they moved it.
Oh.
They are having it.
Oh. But it's off Ionia.
They're not doing food trucks this year. They are doing food on their own. This is a festival that can't manage beer lines.
Dun, 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 dun. Are you going to go just to see?
I kind of want to.
Just to see what a shit show it is.
Lauren, according to their website, they are not taking food trucks this year. So they're doing food on their own. They are offering. So there are some food truck zones in that area for downtown Grand Rapids, but we don't fit. So we're too big.
Damn.
For the street vending.
Damn.
Anywhere in downtown Grand Rapids. So we have to be a part of whatever's going on. Yeah. Otherwise, heck yeah, man, we'd set up a block away.
Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, Lauren was told to say, I think it's going to be a disaster. I can't imagine them being able to manage food with how unorganized the beer lines are, ticket lines. It is absolute chaos. They didn't hood the meters at Calder. Huh. Interesting.
Did you ever do the Tulip Festival in Holland?
No.
Any reason? Any reason why?
Because I'm still in the thought process of we can't handle that large of a multi-day festival.
Oh,
easily.
Okay.
So
really,
yeah.
Yeah,
to be able to do 5,000-6,000 a day for multiple days, and that's what you're kind of projecting. So
I mean, we
did 5,000 at Irish Ionia last year, and it was slow for us. Like we were bored most of the time.
Okay.
And we had food for 10,000.
Okay. So why can't you do that again?
Because that was a week's worth of preparation to get to have that much food available. So now we're going to cut out other events just so we can prep food for this event. And it's extra headache. It's extra hassle. We're leaving the trailers.
How far is it away from you? Oh.
But you're leaving the trailer there.
Okay.
So now you're doing supply runs all the time. It's not appealing to me. In the way we have things set up right now, it's not appealing to me.
Have you ever tried to get in the Battle Creek Air Show?
Oh, I just came across I was looking for balloon festivals, and that came across in that listing.
I've been looking at it.
Yeah.
Massive. It's also massively expensive.
Lauren, we're too long. Our
She thought your ego was too big. That's what it
No.
was.
I don't know that she probably heard that part. She says there'll be trucks parked right outside the gate. Yeah, we're too long for the city zones. With us being our trailer being 30 feet long, so they have
You
a length requirement, from what I could tell on the city site.
you
If
gonna
I'm
go
wrong,
to
let me
the
know.
you gonna go to the Magic City Grill Fest in Colon?
In Colon, no.
Yeah.
See, are you impressed that I knew where that was? It's the
Uh,
magic capital of America, or the world.
yeah.
I don't remember what it says on the sign.
I think they say world.
They do some magical things with number 2 there.
So the competition as well. Round 1, barbecue, or they're smoking ribs. Each team will be furnished with at least 6 slab of ribs for the first round. Round 2, chicken. Each team will be furnished 10 or more pounds of chicken wings, which can be smoked, grilled, baked, or smoked. Round 3, the hamburger is iconic as baseball. Each team will be provided up to 10 pounds of ground beef and slider buns. Wow the judges with a unique spin on American favorite. That's the competition. No, it's June 21st, so it's obviously the height of open house season.
Oh yeah, definitely no days off May and June. So, especially for us this year, with us trying to get our funding straight for our space.
Yeah. How's that going?
We need every dollar in those 3 months that we can.
How's that going?
Fine.
It's going well.
What are you doing over there?
Sorry, I didn't realize that was playing. My bad. That was my own version of me giving you applause for looking at your own space. Yes, that's exactly what that was.
No, we're just in a holding pattern for 3 months. So we're not going to get lending based on the sales we've had the last 3 months. So, but confidence is very high. We are going back on Thursday with a couple guys. One's a facility management person that is a friend of mine. He's coming up to walk the space with me, so we can get a better idea what it's going to take for us to get it to where we need it to be, and make sure that I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing. And if all that goes well and we can get a decent number put together to get to opening, then the realtor is going to put in a notice of intent, which is non-binding, but allows us to start working on contracts and stuff, and gives us first right of refusal if anybody else comes in the next few months and has interest.
How long has it sat so far?
A year. So I'm not too worried. If somebody else comes and grabs it, then that's just the way it's supposed to be, and we move forward. But yeah, I think the space will work for what we want it to be.
Yeah.
So it's not, if I was going to pick a location anywhere in the greater Grand Rapids area, it's probably not the spot I'd pick. But I think it'll work for what we need it to do. And, who knows, maybe I'll be surprised at what we get through the door. So, but I want to be similar. Like, I just need it to pay what we have inside just to pay for the space. That's it. The extra catering and stuff we'll do, especially through the winter, is what we're looking for. So
yeah,
being able to really nail some of these events will be beneficial to us. So, and then we can add a second truck at some point too with the space. So, yes, Nick, we have found a potential spot. So yeah, everything goes well. Lenders want to revisit in June. Once we have 3 months open, give or take. So we'll have mid-March, April, and May under our belts. Kind of revisit what those look like, those sales numbers look like, and go from there. If we can get cash in hand and everything, get everything finalized lease-wise, and that's why we'll be able to get all this stuff done ahead of time. So I've already started filling out SOPs and stuff.
No.
I already started filling out all our paperwork for the health department. We got all that printed off, working through that stuff. So hopefully we can get a lot of this stuff taken care of beforehand. That way, when the time comes, if the time comes, not if, when the time comes, we can get everything done in a very short period of time moving forward. So there's not going to be a ton of construction work that needs to be done in there. Um, it's it's not a lot of work as far as I can tell that needs to be done to get us to open. It's gonna be a lot of cleaning, but as far as it being in decent shape, it's not too bad. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that if everything goes to plan once we take ownership, we can get there in 3 months. So on the
Cool.
long side, on the long side, my goal would be a month and a half, pushing hard, a month and a half. So yeah, that's where we're at. Unfortunately, for the next 3 months, though, it's not going to be much of anything. Sorry, Jason. What are the deets on the location? It's an old pizza place in a strip mall. So it has dining room and kitchen already separated. It's about 2,800 square feet total.
It's going to be the first ever barbecue and strip joint. He's going to have poles all over the place.
Heck yeah, on every table. Sling that meat. So it's split pretty evenly, kitchen to dining room. So yeah, the kitchen space in there is pretty big. Should give us the storage space we need to get everything out of storage. Plus have room for smoker or two in there. And everything else we need. So I think the only thing it doesn't have that I wish it still had was the walk-in, but it was an internal walk-in anyway. So yeah, it was just taking up kitchen space. Other than that, yeah, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. The hood's gone, but the roof vent is in place and functional. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We're looking forward to it. Let's thank you, Lauren. I feel pretty confident in this direction of moving forward. So it's next door to some friends of ours that we used to set up at in our early years. So 2020 is when we started setting up there. They opened right around the same time we did in 2019. So we don't set up there anymore. They have their own kitchen inside now. Yeah, it's going to be great. I can't wait. It's going to be super.
Super.
As if I didn't have enough things going on in the summer. So yeah, I mean, timing wise, not awesome to take possession of someplace in June to try to get it open by September.
Tell me about it.
But really, from a funding standpoint, if they're only looking at 3 months of sales, May, June are our two busiest months of the year. So we might even wait until mid-June to do the funding, or even maybe July to do that. Just so we have those two high months. Has had coolers and walk-ins. Thank you. Lauren says there's an auction place off of Clyde Park, Chicago Drive, that has had coolers and walk-ins. Thank you. I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, it'll be great. So a rent for that is roughly $35 a month, 3,500. So no utilities. But for Grand Rapids, it's not horrible.
Like how far in Grand Rapids?
It's not in Grand Rapids. We're not in Grand Rapids.
Okay.
Greater Grand Rapids metro area, yes. So it's about 10 minutes from my house. Lauren, I know where that's at. So the same strip. So it used to be Pizza on the Wharf, right next to Adesanya Mead. That end of 28th Street hasn't been the best end of 28th Street, which is a major thoroughfare through the south side of Grand Rapids. Used to be the commercial street. So that was where everything was. The malls, the restaurants, everything was along that street. And as you got further to the west side, it deteriorated pretty quick. Thanks, Lauren.
Hey, secrets don't make friends.
She says, that's a tough spot. There is some life coming back to that end of 28th Street. Granville, their what's the things? Chamber of Commerce, and their development program are really focusing up on that. So yeah, I think it'll be okay. And like I said, we're not looking to fill the seats every day in there. Like, we're not looking to do $1,000 lunches, $1,000 dinners there. If it happens, great. But that's not what we're counting on. We just need the kitchen space. So yep, we'll see. Yeah, we definitely plan on partnering up with Adesanya. Lauren, good friends of ours still. Love those guys. So, and they're freaking killing it. So them being a good food anchor or drink anchor in that space, I think will do nothing but help us. And then, yeah, it'll be a good relationship. Their meat is phenomenal. So anyways, if you guys haven't been to a meadery, you should definitely hit it up. So honey-based drinks.
Honey-based drinks.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Speaking of honey,
yes.
So the past 2 days, the coffee shop is closed because the owners who are working the late shift unfortunately fell ill.
Okay.
Probably just didn't want to come in. But anyway, they have a bunch of we'll call it merchandise. I call it tchotchkes. Up front by their counter and such. They have like honey, they have mugs, they have pottery, whatever. While they were gone, I had people asking if I could sell it. So I took it upon myself to sell it. And I rang them up and stuff like that. Going forward, because I have not told them I did this. Basically, I'm going to sell it and then just have act like me buying it from them, whatever.
Okay.
What should I be doing this, or should I just be telling them, like, customers that unfortunately we don't have those SKUs, we can't ring them up, whatever. What's your thought? Should I let their sale potentially walk out?
I mean, you can look at it two ways. You can charge them a percentage. So when you're charging them for the sales, take an extra 10%.
Well, I charged both things for tax, and I was told they didn't have tax on there. So,
yeah.
if anything,
that would be my other thought. So, if you're set up for sales tax, like, that's going to show that you charge sales tax, and then, yeah, but whatever. That's a minor thing. I mean, you could. I mean, I guess I would talk to them on how they want you to handle that.
So here's the reason I ask.
Okay.
So they told their employee. So as you know, there's a front door, and then there's a side door over here.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted their employees at 2:00 to shut and lock that front door because they were worried that there's merchandise up there and that somebody could just walk away with it while nobody's looking.
Understood.
I get it. I can understand that part.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, now you're going to lock the front door. Now they only have, so they're going to go up to the front door, even though our open sign is on. They're going to, jiggle the door, think that everybody's closed,
right,
and then just drive away.
Yeah.
Because maybe they're used to coming through the front door and not knowing about the side door or whatever. I was thinking about posting a video with, like, hey, if this front door is ever closed, you can always come through the side door.
It's not going to work.
No, it doesn't work at all.
Do you remember when it was a couple of years ago where we lost our spot in Owego and we had to move down one parking lot?
Yeah.
Literally, you could see us from the old parking lot.
Yeah. And you were there. And
no one could figure out where we were.
Nope. Big neon green trailer.
getting messages from people in that parking lot. Where are you guys?
Look to
Turn
your,
to your
left. Oh,
Hi.
I couldn't see the flags.
Jeez. So yeah, we put. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Are you
People
gonna get your
aren't
awning fixed this year?
Nah.
Say fuck it and be done. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Why
You gonna
you
get the
take it
outlet?
off?
You gonna get that outlet fixed?
It was fixed last year.
Oh, okay. I thought that was taken off again with the awning.
How would the awning take it off?
Oh, actually, the awning would have protected it. Now that I think about it.
That sticks out first. Jason says I would have had that in writing beforehand. Don't want it to come back to bite you or get accused of theft or something. And then Justin says any positive interaction with a guest is a plus. So there's your both sides. There's your internet. Half the people say it's good, half the people say it's bad.
Half the people think I should open on Sunday. Half the people think I should stay home.
Yeah, that's why you gotta, you know if people are looking.
So the
And
whole opening on
you might have-
Sunday was when I walked in to do my inventory or whatever.
Mhm.
I was told by the gals working the coffee shop that they had 4 or 5 people walking in asking like if I was open, and then they turned
Yeah.
around and walked out. So we've put our hours everywhere we possibly could. Like short of running a newspaper ad, like I don't know how else to get hours out there. I am going to get an A-frame sign made that I can stick out on the road saying, "Hey."
Do you have a sign? Do you have a sign on your window? On the door?
Yes,
Like
we have
an
2
hour
hours.
sign?
Yeah. So it's not just ours; it's theirs as well. So it's theirs at the top, and then our logo, and then ours at the bottom.
Gotcha.
So could I put one up that's just us? Yeah, probably. I mean, I can't get anybody to look at the special board.
I mean, with as many articles as you guys have written about you on a yearly basis, you would think that people would know when you're open.
You'd think so. You would
Yeah.
think so. Google.
M Live has yet to talk to me.
They just don't like you. I don't know.
Justin says he definitely talked to your neighbor about adding those to your SKUs. Maybe add your own merchandise. Yeah,
Oh yes, we will.
There's probably an easy way to do it. Hello, producer Kyle. Welcome finally, as we are getting ready to close up for the day.
Set your alarm.
There's an easy way to probably do it and handle it and be able to track it for them and you. My lighting's changing it in my office currently. And then Jason says, if you open on Sunday, you will promise to squeeze your brisket like you did in the video.
Hey, everybody else does it. Why not?
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
So that was the only day that I offered sliced brisket, and I didn't realize Bubba came in. I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's lost some weight.
All the stress, probably. He works 3 hours a day, 3 days a week. He works less than us.
I know, part-timer. He doesn't even do his own scheduling. He's literally doing nothing right now. Meanwhile, I'm working my ass off.
Looks like it.
No, it's still there. I can show you if you want.
No, I saw it. It was there. It was prominent.
Oh. Yeah. I'd like to see some bigger seats in your place. Accommodate guests of a certain barbecue size.
I thought you were skinnier. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, I just trimmed the beard so it looks like it makes the face look thinner.
Did you drive down with Rich from the grilling company?
No, I didn't know he was coming until I got there.
Oh,
It would have made sense. But
would have.
that was the first time we had met was there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had met him.
I knew of him. I follow him on Facebook. I'm pretty sure he follows, or at least we're aware of each other. That's about as far as that goes.
We have 0 minutes. We have 0 minutes left. I want to get something in first.
Yeah, you do.
Right. So being that I have a brick and mortar, I get people that walk in and want to do advertising all the time or want me to do advertising all the time. The latest one was I got this nice lady walked in, said she was with a mom and pop company, and they advertise they advertise in state park guides. So we have a state park down the street from us. Hayes Park is what it's called. And they charge $385 for the year to advertise in the state park guide. And you're guaranteed to be in 10,000 guides. Okay.
Okay.
I did not go through with it.
Good call.
Tell me why. Tell me why. Why you believe it was a good call, just to make sure.
So
I asked a
yes,
lot of questions.
Yeah. Did you ask how many are left at the end of each year that they recollect when they put out the new ones?
No, I did not.
So it's great if you're in 10,000. Only if 10,000 get picked up.
So I asked something similar. I said, okay, if you have a campground, how do I know that that campground's full every weekend?
Mhm.
Because if it's not full, because supposedly they give out these guides to all their campers when they show up. I said, so do you have 10,000 campers every weekend? Or do you have 10,000 campers throughout the year? And she finally got back to me with a number from the campground themselves, which I think she made up because they're not open yet. So there's 14,000 total campers. I said, well, there's like 100 or 200 sites on there, so I know they're not all full every weekend.
Mhm.
And I said, it's $385, and I'm not like right now. I'm on a shoestring budget for advertising. I'll just use Facebook ads. I get more bang for my buck.
And that's
She's like,
the
oh,
other thing.
okay.
For $380, you can get much better coverage in your service area, and that's what matters.
Yes.
You know, you being able to pull in people from the northern Michigan at some other campground that gets one of these books.
Mhm.
You know, it's
Oh, it was just for that park. It wasn't for any other park. It was just for that park.
oh
Yeah. I'm not like
Fuck that.
I'm not getting something from like Silver Lake State Park.
Yeah.
It's just
Then
that one park.
No. If you're only getting local advertising, you can do so much better with $384.
Yes, that's what I thought. Okay. On that note,
Yeah.
I'd love to
Yeah,
know what
you can-
Lauren does for advertising, if she does any. She probably doesn't need to.
She's Lauren. When you get nominated for like 3 years in a row for best food truck in the country, it helps.
I mean, I'm sure it does. Sure it does.
No,
I'm sure it
Lauren,
does.
I don't. We just looked. You just looked at what?
Advertising.
Oh, yeah, I've gotten a few phone calls lately. Some local magazines. Doing full page. She spent about $1,500 on advertising last year. So we were about twice that, just Facebook stuff. But that's just boosted posts and stuff. Yeah, I think we were around 225 maybe. Anyways, yeah, we got approached for a couple full page ads in, I mean, magazines I haven't heard of, local magazines that I haven't heard of. I don't know. It's print is dead.
I mean, kind of sounds like it, but
Maybe I am so abnormal that when I'm looking through a magazine, on the rare occasion that I do, I'm not looking at the ads. You know? So maybe print advertising just doesn't work on me, but
ooh, it's back.
Lauren, what did you spend your money on, if you don't mind? She said she doesn't spend money on Facebook really. And Kyle says some of his best ad money he ever spent was Valpak.
Oh, yeah, I know what those are. Yeah.
She advertised as favors, really not a fan of advertising for food trucks.
Oh, I barter with the best of them. I will absolutely barter the hell out of everybody. FYI, the Grand Rapids Foodie Fest is back.
Yep, I saw that. 4th of July weekend again.
Yeah, but the one that we do is in end of May, the Tri-State Foodie Fest.
Yeah, and with the 4th being on Friday this year, I imagine Grand Rapids will do their fireworks on Friday. That will probably be a pretty good weekend for them, at least Friday. So we are already booked, and we don't do Sunday
$1,500.
Yeah.
That's not horrible. They say 20,000 individuals over the course of the weekend.
I don't know they got that many last year.
Okay.
I know there was a lot of hesitation from food trucks in Grand Rapids last year, at least the ones I talked to about it. Yeah, I don't know. We're happy. So we're doing our East Grand Rapids thing. Us too, Lauren. We did the East Grand Rapids Festival last year for lunch. We were gonna plan on being there the whole day this year. And then really Saturday the 5th is we're doing Caledonia's farmers market, and we're really just hoping to catch regulars there, getting stuff for our 4th of July parties. This is the only reason we're doing it, because we think that's going to be a big draw. And then we're off for the next 5 days after that, so as our little mid-season break. So yep. Yeah, East GR is, Lawrence says, is one of the better spots. We love it. We had a blast. We were caught off guard. So
It's good.
It was super, because we did about what we expected to do. The pattern of the flow of traffic was not what we thought it would be. So it was really dead for the first hour and a half. And then the next hour and a half, I think we did a $1,400 hour and like an $800 hour, and that's only because we ran out of food.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. So we're going to come in better prepared. We're going to stay for fireworks this year. We only were there for the first half of the festival. So, but
yeah, I mean,
your mom says that you could make your own flyers to distribute to the campground.
I absolutely could. You are 100%. I could also hire a nice older lady to do that for me.
All right, everybody, let's get the heck out of here. You guys got an extra 10 minutes out of us today. Makes up for Skippy being late.
It does.
All right, everybody.
Apologies.
Have a wonderful day. We'll be back next. Lauren, we have only done lunch in East GR for the 4th. We went other places for dinner. Yeah. Thank you, Lauren. All right, everybody. Have a good day. We'll see you next week. Monday, 9 o'clock, I think. Maybe. Probably.
Woot woot.
Goodbye. I have to end things so many places.
Woot woot.
Look at that. Good interaction today by people.
I love